Welcome, everyone. Our ceremony is about to begin. Please welcome to the stage our principals for this year's ceremony.
Please rise for the singing of the National Anthem of the United States of America by Associate Dean for Graduate and Postdoctoral Academic Affairs, Christine Kavanaugh. Please be seated. Welcome to the Johns Hopkins University Whiting School of Engineering 2021 Doctoral Hooding Ceremony. Please welcome Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Sunil Kumar.
Good morning. I have the privilege to welcome you to today's Whiting School of Engineering hooding ceremony. I have the honor to be the first to publicly congratulate our 2021 doctoral candidates. To the friends and family members, as well as those who are joining virtually, please join me in giving a round of applause to this distinguished, soon-to-be newly minted doctors. Now it is your turn, candidates. If you owe a debt of gratitude to someone, whether it's a parent, a partner, a professor, or somebody special, will you join me in a round of applause to thank them for helping you accomplish all that you have? In many hooding ceremonies, a ritual sentence is often uttered. Welcome to this ancient and honorable company of scholars. The use of the phrase honorable company suggests the ancient guilds of England. As with any guild, scholars must have a code of conduct that distinguishes them from those who do not belong in the guild. For me, the code of a scholar is simple: to pursue an object of study until one truly understands. This is the code that you are promising to uphold today by accepting your degree. It is not an easy code to uphold. In many future endeavors, you will find yourself as the person who knows the most about the object of study. So if you were to stop short of true understanding, no one else will know, but you will. Today's ceremony is intended to make explicit and affirm in your mind that as long as you know that you haven't fully understood, you must continue to study. By wearing the hood, you promise to uphold that code. Your transition from doctoral candidate to doctoral graduate is nearly finished, but I hope your relationship with Johns Hopkins University is not. You're part of the Johns Hopkins family now and forever, and I urge you to stay connected. You never know how you might be able to contribute, how you might be able to make possible for someone else what you're commemorating and celebrating today. George Peabody, who established what is now our Peabody Institute more than 150 years ago, called education a debt due from the present to future generations. Johns Hopkins has an ongoing obligation to ensure that education at this university is accessible to every student who wishes to study here. Institutions can only reach their highest potential when they can benefit from having a diverse community that allows people of all backgrounds to thrive. While you are blazing new trails of inquiry, I ask that you please remember your obligation to the academy and to future generations to advance the principles of equity and inclusion wherever your journey may take you. We are so very proud of you, and we anticipate with great excitement your achievements, your service to society, and your professional and personal accomplishments. Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to introduce Ed Schlesinger, Benjamin T. Rome, Dean of the Whiting School of Engineering. Thank you.
Good morning and welcome. Congratulations to all our doctoral candidates. Earning your doctorate is a remarkable achievement, and receiving your hood, its capstone tradition. Today, we are observing an important rite of passage, and its meaning, its significance is the same, whether you're here in person or joining us online. It's an event that should be marked and celebrated. After all, you've worked hard for this, very hard. What you have done requires tremendous perseverance, dedication, and passion, and while it's worthy of pomp and circumstance, it is just as meaningful if you're joining us virtually. Because what it's about is not ceremony, but your transformation, your passage from student to scholar, from learning to creating knowledge, and turning theory into practice so that you can make an impact on the world. The skills and experiences you gained during your doctoral studies are needed today more than ever before. You are needed more than ever before. For the world needs innovators. We need people who are eager to tackle huge and complicated problems and solve them in new and creative ways. I have great faith in you and in what you will achieve. I wish you good health, happiness, and again, congratulations. And now I'd like to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Percy Pierre. Dr. Pierre earned his doctorate degree in electrical engineering from Johns Hopkins University in 1967 and is recognized as the first African American recipient of a doctorate in electrical engineering in the country. Upon leaving Hopkins, he did a postdoctoral year of study at the University of Michigan, where he had a position as a researcher at the RAND Corporation. Dr. Pierre's career has taken him to many exciting places. During his time as a researcher at RAND Corporation, he was selected to be a White House Fellow and serve on the Urban Affairs Council in the Office of the President. Upon leaving RAND, he became the Dean of Engineering at Howard University. While at Howard, Percy helped lead the minority engineering effort, serving as chair of the National Academy of Engineering Committee on Minorities in Engineering and as program officer of the Alfred P. Sloan Foundation. This effort led to a five-fold increase in the number of African American bachelor's degrees in engineering from 1974 to 2011. Later, he served as president of Prairie View A&M University in Texas, vice president of research and graduate studies at Michigan State University, and professor of electrical and computer engineering at Michigan State University. Currently, Dr. Pierre is the adjunct professor and Glenn L. Martin Endowed Professor at the University of Maryland, A. James Clark School of Engineering. In fall 2020, he was named chair of the Racial Justice and Equity Committee of the National Academy of Engineering. Please welcome, via video, Dr. Percy Pierre.
Greetings, fellow Hopkinites. It is indeed an honor for me to congratulate you at this hooding ceremony. You have worked hard for this day. Today, you join the ranks of the many who have come before you. Your years of study at Johns Hopkins have been successful. In the process, you've contributed knowledge that will help us meet many of the challenges we face today. I believe that knowledge will help to create a future better than the past. I am also honored to appear before you in my Hopkins regalia. I don't get many opportunities to wear it. Having spent a good part of my career in academia, I do get a chance to wear it on occasions. And whenever I did wear it, I stood out in my golden gown. When I was vice president for research and graduate studies at Michigan State University, I had the honor of hooding the honorary degree recipients. One was our former president, Bill Clinton. He wore the black Michigan State gown. I wore my golden Hopkins gown. I think I got more attention than Bill Clinton. If you have not already bought your regalia, I would urge you to do so. You don't know when you'll get a chance to show it off. I remember the day I first put this regalia on for my graduation in 1968. I don't remember much else about that day. I don't remember what the commencement speaker said or much that happened on the stage. I do remember celebrating with my family and friends. I remember the joy on my wife's face, who had supported me in that endeavor. She never envisioned herself as a graduate student's wife, yet she supported me through some tough times. Thus, I would like to congratulate all of the spouses who endured and supported you. I would also like to congratulate all the other family members and friends who supported you. Today, they share in your joy. Getting a PhD is often a team effort, including your advisor, fellow students, and more. Thus, I also congratulate your team. Now, shortly you will pass the threshold to the doctorate. Perhaps more important than the knowledge you've contributed are the skills you have acquired in thinking about problems. Much of the knowledge you created will soon be superseded by other knowledge. However, your thinking skills and respect for knowledge will stand you in good stead. Today, those skills are increasingly important. We live in an age when people are questioning scientific knowledge. They question well-supported facts. Logic is twisted. Scientific predictions are ignored. The challenge of climate change is one example. More recently, we have the vaccination skeptics. There are those who ignore all the evidence that Joseph Biden was elected president of the United States. Many claim that racism does not exist in this country. To do this, they have to deny facts and logic. Part of this comes from the very human impulse to believe what is convenient. Recently, I've had conversations with such people. While the deniers are clearly wrong, it is not enough for us to simply repeat all facts. The negative impact of deniers affects all of us. We need to continue to dialogue with those who feel this way. And as scholars, you need to seek ways of talking to those who are skeptics. I think that is possible. It took a long time to convince the world that germs cause disease. A more recent example of people changing their minds is hurricane predictions. I grew up in New Orleans and was subject to hurricanes. People knew there were hurricanes. However, many believed that the hurricane would not hit them, and they took no action. Today, the science of hurricane prediction has improved. More importantly, people can track a hurricane on the television and see it barreling down on them. They believe now, and fewer people die. The problems we face today are more difficult than hurricane predictions. However, with your help, I think we can persuade many of the skeptics. As scholars, we should not only seek the truth, we should seek ways of communicating it to our fellow man. We will all be better off if we can communicate with each other. Congratulations on your degrees. Take the time to fully enjoy your accomplishments. Then go forth and help us save the world.
I am now pleased to welcome Vice Provost for Graduate and Professional Education, Nancy Cass, to provide remarks. Nancy.
My name is Nancy Cass, and I serve as Vice Provost for Graduate and Professional Education here at Johns Hopkins University. It is my delight to be one of the people able to wish you congratulations on this huge and proud achievement of completing your PhD. It is always a milestone to do the coursework and scholarship required for the degree. You are a class who demonstrated additional flexibility and sense of purpose in completing the degree during the most significant pandemic of a century. While not what anyone would have hoped for, being flexible and working with a sense of purpose will be skills that will serve you well in your future endeavors, both personal and professional. The PhD degree grants you a remarkable set of skills and a deep body of knowledge, but it also gives you the ability to think deeply and analytically. I'm sure you will use your skills and knowledge in whatever you do next, but I also hope you remember that the ability to think well and think analytically about new challenges and new problems may be the most important gift. My request of you is that you remember and think about the PhD students who are coming behind you. Be a helpful mentor to them, lend them your advice, and speak with them if they have questions about how they can get to the step where you currently are. For now, enjoy the moment. It has been a year with more isolation than ever before. If you are vaccinated, and as a public health person myself, I must say that I very much hope that you are. I hope you are able to join together with small groups of others and bask in the moment. Congratulations from all of us here at Johns Hopkins.
It is now my pleasure to welcome this year's co-chairs of the Graduate Representative Organization, or GRO. Shane Arlington is a doctoral student studying materials science and engineering, and Connor Bean is a doctoral student studying political science.
Hello, and my heartiest congratulations. My name is Shane Arlington, and for this past year, I served as one of the co-chairs of the Graduate Representative Organization. It is my distinct pleasure and honor to be able to be here today to congratulate you all on this momentous occasion of your hooding ceremony, on the monumental accomplishment of completing your doctorates. Finishing a doctorate is always a challenging and lengthy process, as I'm sure you are all very well aware. Beyond the normal challenges, all of you face the additional burdens and hardships of the coronavirus pandemic during the final stages of your degrees. Your perseverance, hard work, and determination have paid off, and I want you to know that each and every one of you is an inspiration to me, as well as to all of the other current and future doctoral students at Johns Hopkins. I regret that this ceremony cannot be held in the normal manner it is to celebrate your accomplishments as they deserve. But I am very glad that I am able to be here in person with you today, or at least with some of you today. I hope that you know that the entire graduate community at Hopkins is extremely proud of you, excited for you, and is eager to see all that you do in the next stage in life. We will miss you at our coffee hours and our happy hours in the years to come, and we hope that you come back to visit, collaborate, and remember the good times you had during this formative stage in your career. Once again, I offer my sincere congratulations and best wishes for the future. Having come this far, I know you will all excel in whatever you aspire to next. Congratulations.
Hello, class of 2021. I'm Connor Bean, and I served as the other GRO co-chair this past year. First, apologies for the number of emails sent in our name. I promise we are trying to work on it. I echo Shane's congratulations for making it through such a disruptive and testing time with this degree in hand. I will never fail to admire the dedication and perseverance of Hopkins graduate students to undertake world-class research, even under the weight of deadlines, teaching, advising, learning, discussing, failing, growing, and all the other things that go under the misleading and simple title of earning a doctorate. I hope one day soon to be sitting where you are. Well, not quite literally, because I don't entirely know where all of you are, but at least in the position of someone who has worked unbelievably hard to come out with a degree that rightfully inspires respect and also means so much more to the person who has dedicated years of their life to contribute something to our collective knowledge. I hope that despite everything going on right now, you're able to take a moment and think back on what led you here, and to celebrate all that you overcame, fell into, thrived, and achieved to be handed or mailed the capstone of your degree at Hopkins. I know the next community you will enter into will be immeasurably better off to have you in it. I offer my sincerest thanks and congratulations to the newest Johns Hopkins graduates. Thank you.
And now we are ready to begin our hooding. Please welcome Vice Dean Sri Sharma, Vice Dean for Graduate Education, to read our graduate names.
Good morning, and congratulations, graduates. It is my honor to be here with you this morning to read the names of our doctoral graduates and advisors. As you know, this year's ceremony will not include walking across the stage. When your names are called, please stand at your seats. Graduates, please then hand your hood to your advisor. Advisors, please hood your doctoral students. Smile so that our camera can share the moment with those joining us via live stream, and then you can take your seat. We will hood our in-person students by department, and then recognize all of our students virtually with custom recognition slides. So please stand when you hear your name, and again, congratulations on all that you have accomplished, as well as all that lies ahead. I would also ask that you remain in your seats until all of our graduates have been hooded. Let's begin. We now recognize the doctoral degree candidates in the Department of Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering. Rebecca Alford, hooded by Jeffrey Gray. Robert Law, hooded by Konstantinos Konstantinopoulos. Kevin Liao, hooded by Kanan Rangaramanjimam. Bria Macklin, hooded by Sharon Garrett. Inez Godit, hooded by Danielle Gilkes. Hannah Zierden, hooded by Michael Paladis. We now recognize the doctoral degree candidates in the Department of Civil and Systems Engineering. Akash Bangalore Satish, hooded by Michael Shields. Hamid Farougi, hooded by Benjamin Schaffer. Shravan Kota, hooded by Somnath Ghosh. Denny Ozturk, hooded by Somnath Ghosh. Marietta Squire, hooded by Tak Igusa. Xiaoyi Tu, hooded by Somnath Ghosh. We now recognize the doctoral degree candidates in the Department of Computer Science. Ehsan Azimi, hooded by Peter Kanzadis. Rohit Bhattacharya, hooded by Ilya Spitzer. Tongfei Chen, hooded by Benjamin Van Dorm. Charlotte Darby, hooded by Benjamin Lagmead and Michael Schatz. Javad Fatuhi, hooded by Meran Armand. Chenxi Liu, hooded by Alan Yoel. Razieh Nabi, hooded by Ilya Spitzer. Long Qian, hooded by Peter Kazanzides. Ashish Shaha, hooded by Alexis Battle. Dingchuan Wang, hooded by Jason Isner. Sihang Shea, hooded by Alan Yule. Zishuai Zhang, hooded by Alan Yule. Yu Yin Zhao, hooded by Alan Yule. Zuatun Zhu, hooded by Alan Yule. Before we continue with our hooding, we have a few alumni and friends to share their special congratulations.
Hello, my name is Jacqueline Akimpalu, class of 1980. I'm delighted to be able to convey my congratulations to all of you on such a significant achievement. I wish you the very best as you embark on this next phase of your lives.
Well, congratulations. It's been a long slog, I know, but you're now poised to make real advances in your chosen professions. The same thing happened to me at Hopkins Geology in 1964. I studied active volcanoes for much of my career and wouldn't have happened without the PhD. So I hope you have a similarly exciting rest of your careers propelled by the PhD that you're now getting. So good luck in the future.
Hi everyone, this is Roshni Rao, the Director of Futures. Congratulations on this huge milestone. Earning a doctoral degree is not easy even in the best of times, and even more so in unprecedented ones. And yet, you did it. Your hard work, sacrifices, persistence, and resilience has shown through, and for that, we celebrate you and your accomplishments. Here is to moving onward and forward with empathy, focusing on reshaping and reimagining a more equitable, just, and kind future for all. All the very best.
We now recognize the Doctor of Engineering degree candidates. Jeffrey Chavis, hooded by Avi Rubin. We now recognize the doctoral degree candidates in the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering. Milad Al-Mohammed, hooded by Mark Foster. Lee Ray Chi, hooded by Mark Foster. Vimal Manohar, hooded by Sanjeev Kudampur. Pramodita Pureha, hooded by Vishal Patel. Vishwanath Sindagi, hooded by Vishal Patel. Benjamin Scarrett Davis, hooded by Munya El Hilali. Jasper Stroud, hooded by Mark Foster. We now recognize the doctoral degree candidates in the Department of Environmental Health and Engineering. Brent Eldridge, hooded by Benjamin Hobbs. Qing Yu Shu, hooded by Benjamin Hobbs. We are more than 2/3 through our hooding, and as we enter the home stretch, we have a few more of our distinguished alumni to share their heartfelt congratulations.
My name is Xuchen Yao, a graduate of the Center for Language and Speech Processing with the Computer Science Department, class of 2014. After graduation, I moved from Baltimore to Seattle and has built a career and a family here. One of the best memories of my PhD was all kinds of free food provided by the excellent seminars. After getting so much support from Johns Hopkins, remember now we can always give back to our great community. After graduation, please continue to keep in touch with each other because your classmates today will become the most valuable resources for you in the future, and wish you the best successes for the time to come.
Congratulations, class of 2021. My name is Dr. Jamie Valentine Miller, and I was the first African-American woman to earn a PhD from the Department of Physics and Astronomy. Today, with your graduation and hooding ceremony, you join an elite group of trailblazers, and we look forward to seeing what trails you will blaze. Congratulations.
I join many friends and colleagues in congratulating you today on what is a very special achievement. I hope you enjoy the day and take great pleasure in all that lies ahead.
We now recognize the doctoral degree candidates in the Department of Materials Science and Engineering. Gina Greenidge, hooded by Jonah Erlbacher. We now recognize the doctoral degree candidates in the Department of Mechanical Engineering. Aditya Iyer, hooded by Charles Meneveau. Subendu Chakraborty, hooded by Somnath Ghosh. Elizabeth Congdon, hooded by Kevin Hemker. Li Chen Fang, hooded by Sung Kang. Amir Hussain Farvedin, hooded by Mehran Armand. Chuan Zhao, hooded by Jafar Elawadi. Aniruddha Kaushik, hooded by Jeffrey Wang. Hassan Giray Oral, hooded by Denise Game. Xiang Yu Sun, hooded by Katie Ramesh. Ghana Valentino, hooded by Kevin Hemker. Chi Wang, hooded by Tamer Zaki. George Weber, hooded by Somnath Ghosh. Christopher Womack, hooded by Charles Meneveau. Xin-Chi Shu, hooded by Joseph Katz. We now recognize one additional student in the Doctoral of Engineering program. Barton Polhamus, hooded by Chien Ming Guang. And now, before the hooding of our last student, I invite Ed Sledginger to the stage.
I'm thrilled to announce our last graduate who has been waiting patiently as her department came and went. A very special congratulations to Galnush Kamali, hooded by Dr. Sri Sharma. And I am now pleased to introduce our next speaker joining us via video, Anika Penn. Anika is a 2010 graduate from the Nietzsche School of Advanced International Studies and the president of the Johns Hopkins Alumni Association. Anika, thank you for addressing this important group of graduates today.
Hello, graduates, family, friends, and alumni. It is my great honor to welcome you, the graduates of 2021, as you take steps forward from the Johns Hopkins University into your next ventures. This is not how I hope to address you today, but as your Alumni Association president, I know that not only has your school prepared you for the challenges you have faced in your final year and will now face in the world, but that the university will continue to provide you with support, leads, and companionship as you move forward. It's important to note that while most of this year took place remotely, you continued to rise above all the challenges and succeed. That commitment and perseverance has paid off. And you're not alone. The Johns Hopkins Alumni Association is made up of 240,000 alums from all the divisions of Hopkins. Our goal is to celebrate the diversity of our community, whether you're a Krieger or Whiting alum in Baltimore, a SAIS grad in New York like me, or a Bloomberg alum in Nepal. Think of the JHU Alumni Association as a network of alumni that have shared personal and professional interests with you, whether they graduated from your school or another one of the school's divisions. More than ever, I would encourage you to stay connected in a virtual way for now and in person when we can, through the Alumni Association's affinity and regional programs, and through Hopkins at Home. These are your online sources for lectures, mini courses, live events, and lifelong learning activities. I would also encourage you to engage with One Hop at Johns Hopkins. There you can connect with and get advice from other alums to forward your career. You are joining an accomplished global network of alumni who reside in places all over the world, across 6 continents. And while these are unusual times, your fellow alums are here for you. Whether or not we are in the same room, the same town, or the same country, reach out, and we will move forward together. As I offer my congratulations to all of you and wish you the very best, I hope this will be the first of many opportunities where our paths cross. And as you celebrate your achievements, remember, you will always be a Johns Hopkins graduate.
Thank you. As it turns out, we have 2 more doctoral candidates to hood in the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering. I want to recognize Poo Young Wong, hooded by Vishal Patel. And Xiao Hui Zhang, hooded by Sanjeev Kudanpur. This brings us to the close of our ceremony. I want to say again and reiterate, receiving this degree, this doctoral degree, is a huge achievement, but it is truly only the beginning. You are poised for greatness, and I am proud that your future successes will be as part of the Johns Hopkins community. Welcome to the Johns Hopkins alumni family, and most importantly, let's hear it one more time for our graduates.
Graduates, please remain seated during the stage party recessional. Thank you for joining us today. Look around you and grab your belongings. Don't forget your program book. Family and friends will want to see it. Recycling bins for your water bottles are available at the exits. Congratulations to the class of 2021.